Namaste. From yesterday, I have been receiving many messages in which people are saying that I'm not feeling better, I'm feeling more fearful. All kind of weird experiences people are getting during this last 2 days. This is primarily because Amavasya is coming. Amavasya or New Moon Day is coming on 10th of January. And today is 9th January. And many of them are already having many mental sufferings from 8th January onwards, that is from yesterday. So all these effects are because of the upcoming Amavasya. And the point is that this Amavasya is happening in Moola Nakshatra. So this is a Moola Amavasya. And this podcast is specifically for all of my good-hearted fellows to alert you that the time from 10th January to 15th January is not so good. So please listen to this podcast and help yourself. Save yourself. So let's begin. On 10th January, new moon Amavasya will start at 8:15 p.m. in the night and it will end on 11th January at 5:30 p.m. in the evening. The effect of Amavasya begins 3 days before it happens and 3 days after it happens. So many of you may have experienced some mental challenges such as anxiety, restlessness, overthinking from 8th January itself. Black magic spells are more active during this phase, and it is likely that your enemies would try to attack you by using the means of black magic spells. Yesterday, a young man suddenly started experiencing weird things. His legs started shaking and he became very fearful. I gave him a remedy and now he is fine. But all these kind of experiences signify that somebody is doing a very ugly black magic spell on you. The Amavasya is happening in the sign of Sagittarius in the nakshatra of Moola. Moola is known as Tikshana Nakshatra. Tikshana means sharp and intense. Apart from Moola Nakshatra, Jeshta, Adra and Ashlesha are also known as Tikshana Nakshatra. Black magicians such as Aghoris, Tantrics cast all kinds of destructive spells when moon transits in Tikshana Nakshatra. And on 10th January, moon is transiting in Moola. And so this transit gives a perfect opportunity to black magicians to do their job efficiently. Your enemy goes to such black magicians and pay them a good amount of money, also known as a supari in our Indian context. Once the deal is done, once the supari is given, your enemy gives the black magician all the information and things that he demands. Your enemy may give your used clothes, your full name, your photo, and anything under the sky that the black magician would want to cast a dirty, life-threatening black magic spell on you. And when moon transit Moola, then the attack of black magic spell is more lethal than otherwise. So I just want to alert all my good hearted followers to take extra precaution and to indulge more in doing prayers, meditations, and chanting the mantra of your faith. Remember, if you remain pure, if you work hard to maintain purity of the mind, then it becomes very difficult for the black magician to attack you. The very first target of black magic is to corrupt your mind. Watching sexual erotic videos, reading about sex, thinking about sex, all these things corrupt your mind. Similarly, getting angry, shouting and yelling on others corrupt your mind. So watch your mind as moon transit in Moola and connects with sun on new moon day, Amavasya, 10th January. During Amavasya, all the negative folks become more negative. All the offensive folks become more offensive. All the drunkards drink more alcohol. So basically, the whole atmosphere is such that it boosts negativity. And so, all the idiots, some of which you also see online commenting to hurt you, all these kind of idiots do more idiotic karma, paving a way for more miseries in their life. So my message to all my good-hearted fellows is to keep yourself away from such toxic, negative folks and instead spend some quality time with yourself. Mercury has arrived in Moola Nakshatra on 8th January. So for a few days, the stay of Mercury in Moola may cause some sudden breakups, fights, quarrels, and if you have a difficult placement of Mercury in your chart, then you may suffer more until Mercury moves out of Moola Nakshatra. Moola Nakshatra is actually a very good nakshatra for all kind of spiritual activities. But in this Kali Yuga, people do all kinds of negative activities on Moola. Moola is like a sharp sword. How you use this sharp sword is what determines your destiny. A good man may use this sword to protect the poor, to protect women, to protect children, whereas an utterly cheap, offensive person may use the same sword to kill innocent people, to kill women, to kill children. So the sword is the same, the energy is the same, but the intention matters. And that is how magic works. The energy is the same, but if you are filled with positivity, you will use the energy to do white magic. And if your whole being is filled with negativity, then you will use the same magic, the same energy to do black magic. And that is how negative people use this energy to do black magic on others, whereas positive people use the same energy to do white magic. Through white magic, you can heal others, you can help others, and many good things you can do, which brings a smile on a person's face. So on this Amavasya, ensure that your intentions are good so that your actions, your karma will also be good. No matter how much money your enemy gives to black magician to attack you, to destroy you, to finish you, but if you are positive, if you are prayerful, if you are meditating, and if you are consistently chanting the mantra of your faith, then you will be alright. Black magic attacks work on those negative, offensive people whose life purpose is to hurt others. By hurting others, they find happiness. And then there are beautiful, good hearted fellows who find happiness by helping others. The world has always been divided between the good and the bad, the Devatas and the Asuras. Depending on the level of your awareness, depending on the level of your consciousness, you will join the pack. You all take care. I am always concerned about my good hearted followers, and this podcast is only for you. If you are listening, then please take good care of yourself, especially from 10th January to 15th January. Stay detached, avoid interaction with strangers and negative people. Focus on doing more meditations and chanting, and maintain a sattvic diet. Avoid eating non-veg during these 5 days, and don't eat street food during these 5 days. Don't worry much, everything will be fine if you take the efforts to live your life with more and more awareness. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.